spit at him while he was doing it. Paula Prentice had nothing good to say at all about Otto Preminger. He browbeat her severely during her last emotional scene in this movie, and she became so frustrated that she kept kicking herself in the leg rather than lose control and kick him. When the scene was finished, believe it, this is true, she was taken to the hospital where it was discovered that having done this, she had broken her own ankle. And it certainly wasn't the captain of the USS St. Paul, who had been told by the Navy to cooperate with Otto Preminger, but he had absolutely had it when he was ordered by Preminger to drop everything and turn the ship around so that the sun was hitting the actors at the proper angle. So, who did Otto Preminger treat with respect and dignity? Well, who else but John Wayne? Preminger said that he had rarely worked with a star who had such an intuitive sense of the camera eye and who knew how to position himself for maximum effect so well. So here he is, the only one that did get along with him, and Kirk Douglas and Patricia Neal in an all-star cast in the World War II drama In Harm's Way. Those spectacular battle scenes, and they were spectacular, were filmed with scaled-down little warships with one technician operating each one of the models. The whole sequence was shot through fog filters to disguise how big they really were. Did they look real? Well, everybody thought so, except Kirk Douglas. He didn't think that they looked real, and he criticized Preminger for not putting the people on the decks the way they should have been. He said, these things all look like little toy boats, which is really what they were. Speaking of Kirk Douglas, he roomed with an officer when they filmed aboard the USA St. Paul, and he was surprised to find out that this guy was Jewish. Now, Douglas thought that there weren't any Jews in the Navy. And when the officer mentioned that there were no Jewish services held on board, Douglas volunteered to conduct them. And to the astonishment of many people on board, he did exactly that, and in flawless Hebrew. As a child, one of his earliest ambitions had been to become a rabbi. Now this.
Next on AMC, John Wayne rides into town looking for revenge in Henry Hathaway's The Sons of Katie Elder, co-starring Dean Martin and Earl Holliman. Next on AMC.
Season's greetings from the Marketing and Public Relations Department. Happy holidays.
Beyond stardom. Beyond the legend. From hero to icon.
Resting up from devilment?
Nope. Just committed, so.
Spend New Year's with John Wayne, an all-day, all-night film festival celebrating the man and his movies.
I'm gonna build you a railroad, mister. And when I'm finished with it, you can take it and wrap it around your neck.
Day with the Dude. All day and all night. Only on AMC. All she wanted was a ticket back home.
I'm through. After 1 year and 25 jobs in New York, Susan Applegate is signing off.
All she could afford was a half-price fare.
Hello?
Now he thinks she's 12.
You know, Susu, you're a very peculiar child.
You bet I am.
And she thinks he's wonderful.
Susu, you're a knockout.
Ray Milland and Ginger Rogers in Billy Wilder's first American film, Major and the Minor, Wednesday on AMC.
This is one of the most stirring stories of our time. The epic drama of 4 people on a raft in shark-infested waters. Strangers trapped together for all time, or maybe no time at all. 3 men and a woman with a secret she dare not reveal. Sea Wife is the name they gave her, And each man loves her in his fashion. A love that tears at the heart.
All this time I've been so near you. All this time. So near you. Why shouldn't I love you?
Because I've given my word to someone else.
They call him Biscuit, a virile young man who does not want to die. This one is named Bulldog, a bully who always cheats with life. This one has no name, only a number.
Go back, number 4. Go back, number 4. Stop!
Number 4, who only wants to cheat death.
What is it? A machete. Where the devil did you get it? Along the shore, buried in the sand. Let's have a look at it. I should prefer to clean, sharpen, entirely renovated first, Mr. Bulldog.
Watch for Sea Wife, premiering Saturday, January 13th, 9:35 a.m. Eastern, only on AMC.
They outran, outflew, and outwitted the enemy. Now they face their toughest challenge, each other.
Self-control. The only thing about it.
The last time a man tried a shortcut, I bit his nose.
You tell me you like me, and in the same breath you say you're walking out. What sort of a woman are you?
I have a deadline to meet.
And I have to meet life and love with arms outstretched.
Ray Milland and Claudette Colbert in Arise, My Love, Wednesday on AMC.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Clooney. If you live in one of these cities, you can be part of the Big Screen series presented by United Artists Theaters and American Movie Classics. Every Wednesday, we'll be showing one of your favorite classic movies at a selected United Artists Theater. Spectacular films with larger-than-life stars like John Wayne, Audrey Hepburn, Marlon Brando, Elizabeth Taylor, back on the big screen. I'll be there too, sharing behind-the-scenes stories about the movies and stars, just as I do every day on American Movie Classics. So if you like classic movies, join us for the magic of the Big Screen series, brought to you exclusively by United Artists Theaters and American Movie Classics.
Record crowds waiting to see those popular laughter boys, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. At New York's Paramount Theater, a personal appearance by the screen's comedy team of the century brings the house down. And that's not all. Between performances, screamingly jubilant fans jam-pack the area below the dressing rooms occupied by Dean and Jerry. The stars of the forthcoming film, That's My Boy, oblige with autographed photographs, and the rush and the crush provide a spectacle unprecedented even for Times Square. Martin and Lewis even invite their fans upstairs, says Jerry.
I tell you what, you want to come up for coffee? We ain't got any.
Broadway's laugh invasion goes on and on without benefit of scenario until the firm hand of New York's finest reaches out to write an abrupt fade out.
AMC presents Western legend John Wayne.
Billy.
Hello, John.
You ought to have better sense than that. Coming up behind a man.
You're as fast as you used to be. Maybe faster.
America's favorite cowboy stars with Dean Martin in The Sons of Katie Elder. Coming up next, only on AMC.
The classic movies were America's diary in a time gone by. Now you can step into the world of classic Hollywood every month with American Movie Classics Magazine.
This is Hollywood in all its glory.
Each month, we bring you the magic of classic Hollywood through spectacular, rare photos and intimate portraits of your favorite stars. Popular AMC hosts Nick Clooney and Bob Dorian give you an inside view of the classic Hollywood story you won't get anywhere else. Each issue gives you a full month's program listings with detailed descriptions of every feature presentation. We cover classic Hollywood like no one else. To order and save 50% off the cover price, call 1-800-535-7700 or send a check or money order to the address on your screen.
John Wayne. Now, Wayne was looking forward to playing John Elder, and then his whole world just fell apart. 1 week before the cast and crew was scheduled to leave for location work in Mexico, he requested a meeting with Wallace, and it was a serious situation. They all knew. All present there were director Henry Hathaway, and Wayne's son was there too, Michael. And the Duke came right to the point. He'd just been told that he had cancer, and the following day he was going into surgery to have a lung removed. Well, Wallace, of course, was shocked. It's the only word to describe it, because John Wayne seemed to him to be so indestructible. Since they hadn't started filming, John Wayne gallantly offered to withdraw from the movie, but Wallace said, listen, this part was written for you. And they would wait no matter how long it would take for him to recuperate. Well, 16 weeks later, John Wayne was ready to go. The cast and crew reassembled, everybody went to Mexico, and over the objections of the producer, John Wayne himself insisted on doing his own writing, his own roping, the fighting sequences, all the stunts. Here he is in The Sons of Katie Elder.